Have you ever wondered how much impact a simple thank you can have on your life? Imagine a world where we all take a moment each day to express our gratitude. A world where we consciously acknowledge the good that is already present in our lives. This practice, my friends, is not just a token of good manners or a routine ritual, but a powerful catalyst for positive change. The concept of expressing gratitude daily might seem simple or even trivial to some. However, it's a practice that has the potential to transform lives. By focusing on what we are thankful for, we shift our attention from our problems to our blessings, and in the process, we allow our minds to be engulfed by positivity. Now, wouldn't it be interesting to put this theory to the test? To practice gratitude every morning, before anything else for the next 30 days, to discover firsthand the profound effects it might have on our lives. That's the journey I'm about to embark on, and I invite you to join me. I've got to admit, I have high expectations from this experiment. I anticipate that this practice will foster a sense of contentment, enhance my overall well-being, and provide a fresh perspective on life. I expect to feel more connected to myself and the people around me. I hope to cultivate an attitude of positivity, even in the face of adversity. But it's not all about lofty expectations. I'm also prepared for the challenges. There may be days when I struggle to find something to be grateful for, days when I feel like giving up. But it's in these moments that the true power of gratitude will be revealed. So, are you ready to embark on this journey with me? Are you ready to see how a simple thank you can change your life? Then let's do this. Let's explore the transformative power of gratitude. Join me on this journey as I explore the transformative power of gratitude. The first week was a mix of skepticism, forgetfulness, and a struggle to find things to be grateful for. The dawn of this journey brought its fair share of challenges. The most prominent among them was the simple act of remembering to practice gratitude each morning. It was as if my mind, so accustomed to the hustle and bustle of daily routines, couldn't quite grasp the idea of pausing, even for a moment, to reflect on the good in life. The alarm would ring, and before I knew it, I was lost in a sea of tasks. The thought of expressing gratitude swept away in the morning rush. And then, there was the skepticism, that nagging voice in the back of my mind, questioning the power of gratitude. Could something as simple as giving thanks really have a significant impact on my life? It felt like I was standing at the edge of a precipice, looking out into the unknown, unsure of what lay ahead. Yet perhaps the most unexpected struggle of all was finding things to be grateful for. In the beginning, it felt like I was reaching, stretching my mind to find anything, no matter how small, to appreciate. I found myself repeating the same things over and over like a broken record. The food on my table, the roof over my head, the clothes on my back, all things I had taken for granted. But as the week wore on, I began to see the world through a different lens. I started to notice the little things, the seemingly insignificant moments that often go unnoticed. The warmth of the morning sun on my skin, the sound of birds chirping outside my window, the smell of fresh coffee brewing. Suddenly, the world was teeming with things to be grateful for. Despite the initial skepticism, the forgetfulness, the struggle to find things to be thankful for, I persisted. I chose to push through the doubts, the hurdles, and the discomfort. And as the days turned into a week, I found myself looking forward to those quiet moments of reflection each morning. Despite the initial hurdles, the journey continued, fueled by curiosity and determination. As the second week rolled in, the routine became more familiar, and I began to notice subtle changes. The early morning commitment to gratitude was beginning to feel less like a chore and more like a cherished ritual. The once daunting task of finding things to be grateful for was now an exciting scavenger hunt for the gems of positivity in my life. Then, something wonderful happened. I noticed a significant shift in my perspective. The world didn't change, but the way I viewed it did. I was no longer looking at the world through a lens of lack, but rather one of abundance. Every situation, no matter how mundane, seemed to hold a hidden treasure of gratitude. A simple cup of coffee became an opportunity to appreciate the farmers who cultivated the beans, the barista who brewed it, and even the ceramic artist who crafted the cup. This newfound perspective came hand in hand with a surge of positivity. It was as though the practice of gratitude had unlocked a hidden reservoir of positive energy within me. I found myself smiling more, laughing more, and just generally being in a better mood. Even on days when things didn't go as planned, I was able to find silver linings, and maintain a positive outlook. The most remarkable change, however, was how natural this practice was becoming. It was no longer a conscious effort to think about what I was grateful for. Instead, it became an automatic response to my surroundings. Like a muscle that's been trained, my gratitude reflex was becoming stronger and more responsive. The second week marked a turning point, as the power of gratitude started to manifest in my life. I was no longer just practicing gratitude, I was living it. It was seeping into every aspect of my life, transforming my perspective, elevating my mood, and making the ordinary extraordinary. And this was just the beginning. The journey of gratitude was just starting to unfold its magic, and I was excited for what was to come next. The third week brought its own set of challenges, testing my commitment to this practice. The initial novelty of expressing gratitude had faded, replaced by a creeping sense of monotony. Each morning, as I sat down to write in my gratitude journal, I found myself staring at the blank page, the words seeming to elude me. There were days when it felt like I was just going through the motions, mechanically jotting down points without really feeling that deep sense of thankfulness. The world outside didn't seem as colorful, and the task of finding silver linings appeared increasingly difficult. On these days, it was hard to find gratitude. I questioned the purpose of this practice, doubted its impact, and even contemplated giving up. But each time I reminded myself of why I started. I took a step back, took a deep breath, and decided to press on. I realized that gratitude is not just about the big, monumental moments in life. It's as much about those little things we often take for granted. A warm cup of coffee on a cold morning, a hearty laugh shared with a friend, or just the comfort of a good night's sleep. So, I started to shift my focus. Instead of looking for grand gestures to be thankful for, I began to appreciate the simpler, quieter moments. I started to find gratitude in the everyday, in the mundane. And slowly, the words started flowing again. Overcoming these challenges wasn't easy, but it was rewarding. It pushed me to dig deeper, to look beyond the surface, and to find joy in unexpected places. It made me realize that gratitude is not just a practice. It's a mindset, a way of life. Despite the challenges, the practice continued, revealing the true strength of gratitude. In the final week, gratitude had become a valued part of my morning routine. Each day started with a moment of appreciation, a moment of stillness to contemplate and give thanks. It was no longer a struggle, but rather a habit I genuinely looked forward to. The world seemed to open up in ways I hadn't noticed before. The simple things like the warmth of the sun on my skin or the sound of birds chirping in the morning took on a new significance. I found joy in these everyday occurrences, seeing them not as mundane but as gifts to be appreciated. Moreover, I noticed a shift in my mindset. Challenges were no longer obstacles but opportunities for growth. I was kinder to myself, more patient with others, and overall, more content. Embracing gratitude has been a journey of self-discovery and transformation. 30 days of gratitude. 30 days of transformation, a simple act repeated over and over that ignited a profound change. It was a journey, an exploration into the depths of the self, a discovery of the immense power of appreciation. At first, it was a struggle, a challenge to shift the focus from the negatives to the positives, from what was lacking to what was abundant. But as the days passed, a shift occurred. The world didn't change, but the perspective did. The lens through which life was viewed became tinted with appreciation, with gratitude. Challenges were faced, yes, but they were no longer insurmountable obstacles. They became opportunities for growth, for learning, for further appreciation. The daily practice of gratitude became a beacon, a guiding light through the darker moments. This journey revealed the transformative power of gratitude. It's not just an act or a mindset, but a way of life. Gratitude is more than just a word, it's a way of life that can transform us in ways we can't even imagine.